Boom, baby, this video is for you. Now, all these videos are for you, but this video is specifically for you. I made this video specifically for you guys in my audience because I know you well and I know what your problem is, and in this video, I'm gonna help you solve it.
Alpha Male 2.0. Freedom-focused lifestyle design for men. We do 5 videos a week here on how to make both your business life and woman life more free, because you need both. If you subscribe to this channel, leave a like on this video, and leave a comment on this video, you will automatically be entered into the regular drawing for my online video course on how to create location-independent income, normally $1,400. We regularly announce the winners at the community feed at this channel.
I'm gonna give you right now the biggest reason, and there are a lot of reasons. This is one of the big reasons, maybe it isn't the reason, but it's one of the big reasons why men today who aren't successful. Or if you don't like that word, because I don't necessarily teach success, men who are not happy who want to be happy, or maybe they don't want to be happy, as the case may be. But why are men so unhappy, and why do men today not have what they want in terms of how they want their lives to work? So first, let me give you the opposite of what I'm about to describe. The reason that I have been successful in most of the areas of my life, certainly my business and financial life, certainly my woman life. The reason I was successful in these areas is because I think and then I do. I do both. I don't do one or the other. So if you look at how most men today behave, they break down into about 3 categories. Not most men, but most men who are unhappy or who are not successful. The first category of men are men who feel. They feel. They're feelers. Okay, they feel. These are men who spend a lot of time emoting and feeling. They get on the internet and they read about feminists and they go, fucking feminists! And they get really mad. Or they get on the internet and they read about Republicans. Oh, those Republicans, And they get really mad. Or the environment, or a certain type of person they don't like, or rich people, or insert the type of person here, and they get really, really, really mad about the things that they read online or the videos they watch online. So they spend a lot of time feeling. These guys who are screaming about, the Democrats stole the election, Donald Trump won, They're feeling, right? They're doing a lot of feeling. Now here's the problem. When they're feeling, they're not doing. And there's an epidemic of men, particularly in the United States, although other countries are guilty of this as well, but the United States is the worst at this, of men who are spending a lot of time feeling and not doing. Sound familiar? Yeah. When you are screaming and ranting and getting pissed off about Republicans or rich people or the environment or Donald Trump or Joe Biden or whatever it is, you're not actually doing. You're not taking action to make your life better and getting the things that you want in life. So these are the feelers. These are men who spend a lot of time feeling. Now, there's nothing wrong with feeling. I'm not saying that I never feel. I have feelings. I'm a human being, obviously. Maybe not. I'm a little robotic sometimes, but I'm a human being. I have feelings. But I don't spend time feeling. I don't. I don't sit around getting really mad or getting really sad or feeling really depressed or getting really happy and going, this is great, or jerking off to porn. I don't spend a lot of time feeling. I didn't say I don't have feelings. That's the difference between having feelings and experiencing emotions and spending time feeling. I don't spend a lot of time feeling. You know what I spend time doing? Doing. I'll talk about that in a second. So that's the first category of guys who are feelers. They spend time feeling. The next category of guys, and this is just as big a category of guys who feel, are guys who think. They spend time thinking. These are the thinkers. They think. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? Well, what if I do this and this happens? Well, what if I do this and I do it wrong? Well, you know, if I did this and then did this and then did this, well, what if this happened? You know, this is a really cool article. I'm going to read this. This is a really good book. This really made me think. And they spend time thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and analyzing, debating online, thinking some more, learning, reading, watching educational videos, thinking some more. They read some books, they think about it. They read some more books, they think about it. Just like these motherfuckers, when these guys are feeling and not doing, when these guys are thinking, what are they not doing? They're not doing. They're thinking. There's a lot of you in my audience, unfortunately, who are in this category. You guys are thinkers, and you guys are very smart, and you're very good at thinking, and you're very intelligent. You're very highly educated. You're very well read. You have high IQs, and that's all great. But you don't fucking do anything. So I've said this before. I know a lot of guys, who are much more intelligent than I am, much higher IQs than I have, much more educated than I am, much more knowledgeable about, at least book smarts than I am, who will never make more than $40,000 a year. They will never make more than this. They will never have a better woman life than a typical monogamous girlfriend or wife who on a scale of 1 to 10 is probably a 6. They will never achieve these things because they spend all their goddamn time thinking instead of doing. Right? A lot of you guys. That sucks. Now, third category of guys are guys who do. They're doers. Well, that's good, right, Caleb? No, that's not good. Now, being a doer, I will grant you, is better than being a feeler or a thinker. That's true, because at least you're getting shit done. The problem with doers is that they never spend any time thinking. So they just go out and do stuff. They try this, and it doesn't work. Oh shit, then they try this. Oh, it doesn't work. Then they try that, it doesn't work. Then they try this over here, it doesn't work. Well, that didn't work, let me try this. So this is the guy who gets married 4, 5, 6 times. He keeps getting married and divorced and married and divorced. This is also the guy who's a serial monogamous. He gets a girlfriend, it's great, it blows up in his face, he tries it again with someone else, it blows up in his face. This is also the guy, the serial unsuccessful entrepreneur. I've known a few guys like this in my day. Maybe you know someone like this where they start a business, they go start a business, they get real excited about it for 6 months, and then they get bored, and they go, it didn't work. Then they start a new business, and they work on that for about a year. It didn't work, and they try something else, and they're constantly bobbing around like a pinball in a pinball machine, doing this and doing that, then doing this, then doing that. There's no thought. There's no analysis. There's no reflection. It's just doing one thing after the next thing, after the next thing, after the next thing. These guys get very tired, and these are the kind of guys who've been busting their ass for 20 years, and they still have very little to show for it because all they do is do, they don't think. So here's the best way in which you want to do this. This is what I have done. And I figured this out relatively soon in life. I don't know why I figured this out. Maybe I'm weird, but this is what I figured out. What I figured out is that you want a certain combination of these things. Just a little bit. Here's what I do. This is me now. What I do is I think for a little bit. Then after I think for a little bit, then I do. And I do big time. That's me. Hopefully that doesn't look like me. Looks more like a snowman. But that's what I do. This represents me. I spend about 20% of my time thinking, analyzing, learning, thinking things through. That's important. You need to think to a degree. Then I spend 80% of my time doing. I do it. What I don't do, like the thinkers, is spend 100% of my time thinking and virtually never doing. Because I'm scared, or because I'm overthinking it, or because I'm a pussy, or because I have societal programming, or because I'm lazy, or because I'm justifying my comfort level, or whatever the hell I'm doing. I don't do that. I spend a lot of my time doing. I work hard. I'm doing all day long. And occasionally I will stop and think. I will do both. Now notice, feeling isn't even in here. You think I sit down and spend a lot of time feeling? No, I don't spend any time feeling. Even if I spend time reading something about politics, something very politically charged or emotional, I'll read it and go, oh, that sucks, and then I'll move on and get right back to doing. So F isn't even in here. Now, if you want to feel, that's fine. If you're a feely guy and you want to be pissed off at politics and things like that, fine. Put an F over here, make it really little. That's an F. Really little. Maybe put 10% of it on here, and that's fine. And then focus on doing after you think. 20% of your time should be spent thinking, and then 80% of your time doing. But Caleb, what if I do it wrong? Then you'll do it wrong. You will do it wrong. One of the most common emails I get in terms of the questions I get, the business questions, is, Caleb, how do I know for sure the niche I pick will work? Caleb, how do I know for sure that the marketing technique I will use will work? What if I choose the wrong thing to market, Caleb? What if I do this and it doesn't work? Then it doesn't work. And then you try something else. That's part of doing. Now, if you think enough, you'll minimize the mistakes that you make, but you won't eliminate them. I have done all kinds of things wrong. In the business world, when I went from 0 to 6 figures in 3.5 years, I did a lot of shit wrong. But I still got to 6 figures by age 27 because why? I was focused on this. Let's focus on taking action. In the world of women, I have done literally everything wrong you can do with women in terms of men dating women that you can think of. I have done everything wrong. Hey, Caleb, have you ever made the mistake where, yes. The only thing I haven't done is gotten a woman pregnant by accident. I've not been that stupid. But other than that, if you name the stupid thing a man can do when dating a woman or going on a date with a woman or having a relationship with a woman, and I've done it, probably more than once. But it doesn't matter. I'm at the point now where on a scale of 1 to 10, my woman life is an 11. Why? Because I spent many years doing this and a little bit of this, 20%, 80%. That's all you need to do. Now, the reason you're not spending 80% of your time doing is one of several reasons. Number one, you're addicted to the F. You're addicted to politics. You're addicted to red pill shit. You're addicted to being angry. Most of you, not all, you're addicted and you need to wean yourself off of that addiction as if you were on heroin or trying to get off alcohol or what have you. You got too much of this. That's reason number one. Reason number two, you're a thinker and you're either lazy, scared, or comfortable. One of those three things. If you're lazy or comfortable, that means you haven't defined the pain well enough yet. At the SMIC program at joinsmic.com, I talk a lot about how to get over your comfort level and start getting into the discomfort so you'll get enough discomfort in your life to take action on things. If you're comfortable or lazy. If you're scared, you just need to suck it up and do it. You need to suck it up and be scared for a little bit and do it. Be scared while you're doing. That's fine. One of the things I did to start my first company when I was in my mid-20s is that I did a bunch of cold calls. I was scared. I mean, I picked up the phone and my hand was shaking. I remember doing this when I was about 23, 24 years old. I was scared. Didn't matter. I still did this. Scared, comfortable, or lazy. You're one of those three things, or God forbid, you're multiples of those things. Get off your ass. Stop living here, stop living here, and get into here. Yes, you need to think for a little bit and then get into action. This is why I accomplished the success that I've accomplished, both with women and in my financial life. Certainly, both these areas, I think, and then I do. I don't even spend any time in F. I don't see the point anymore. I used to spend a little time in F, a little bit. I don't do any anymore. I don't care. I'm too busy doing and getting results. That's it. This is how this works. Very simple. If you need more help with designing these kinds of structures, go to joinsmic.com. I can help you there. Or in the meantime, you can click here for a deeper dive on why you're not getting what you want, or you can click here for where you fall on the alpha scale. See you in the next video.